Yo, congratulations, LDF. Let's go. This guy popped off. This guy actually jumped out of this chair and what? What is going on here? You're getting like the most insane pulls, bro. I gotta do this, right? Comfy.
That was crazy. Oh my god.
So we're starting today's triple or double Pokemon card tournament vlog on a slight misplay. Your boy slept in today. I had to wake up urgently, hit the Uber app real quick, and find my way here with 5 minutes to spare. So today, or this weekend's adventure is going to be really, really fun. I'm going to be playing Miraidon. We're back on the Dawn. I played Tina a little bit. I won a challenge this past week with it. I went 3-3 last night with it at Manta, and I figured, you know what? Let's switch back to the Dawn, and not just any Dawn. We're switching back to my favorite type of Miraidon, Hybrid Miraidon, which has a mixture of Path and Beach Court, and you guessed it, double Flaffy. We only have about 2 months left to make some memories and Dynamotors, so I figure we run it back with your boy Flaffy. Some of you guys might have seen, I was tempted to join the dark side. I did just pick up some Dark Flaffy Vs. I picked up 2 copies. Round 1's gonna start pretty soon. I'm excited. You guys are gonna have 2 to 3 tournaments to enjoy in this vlog. So if you guys like these kind of videos, hit that like button down below. And I'm running on 4 hours of sleep because I spent so much time updating my eBay store recently. So yeah, let's have some fun. Let's go play some Pokemon. Round number 1's about to start. Round number 1 is about to start, and we're playing against my favorite player who likes to get sick at regionals. We got Ethan.
Yo, that hurts.
Good luck, good luck.
Good luck, good luck, man.
Round number 1 just wrapped up, and we played against the homie Ethan. He was playing Sablezard today, and that's a pretty okay matchup for me. It's a little sketchy sometimes just because they have so much Lost Vacuums and Path Bumps available in their deck. But I managed to set up the Iron Hands on my second turn, and it amped it very much twice. And then I wrapped up the game with just 2 different Raikou attacks. And I popped off. Felt really good. Feels good to be back on the Dawn. I'm not getting punished for cheating on it by switching to Tina for a little bit. So yeah, the generators were like hitting 50% of the time, and everything went really, really smooth. Very happy. Now round 2 is going to start in about 5 minutes or so, but round 1 is going into a deep, deep overtime. There's a lot of really talented players here, and right now the only players in overtime are a Guardy mirror match, and it's Raymond Long versus Michael Meal, 2 really great players who also play Guardy a lot. There's a lot of Guardies here. But yeah, I'm not surprised that it's the Gardevoir mirror match, of course, that brings it into full overtime and everything. So hoping I play at least one of them in the tournament because I love the Guardy matchup. I've beat Raymond Long before. So yeah, hopefully we just don't lose too many Guardies early on. I need to see the Guardies later on. They're also going to be protecting me from the Charizards. Apparently there's a lot of Charizards at this tournament, which is a little scary for me. I've kind of accepted the auto loss, but my deck can still stand a slightly fighting, like a fighting chance compared to Turbo Miraidon. And another fun thing too is I think like a bunch of a lot of my friends here, they're all going to Comfy Hobbies right after this tournament. Like we all decided, like, yeah, if we're not in Top Cut, we're all gonna just like split a double, like a Uber XL or a Uber. We're all just gonna Uber together in Comfy, and it's gonna be like a Comfy Uber shuttle bus. It'll be fun. But yeah, round 2 is gonna start, so let's see how things go. All right, round number 2 just wrapped up, and we played against Charizard EX. I was trying to dodge them. I tried my best to dodge them. I couldn't. I had one in front of me that I'm playing against, and then to my right side is another Charizard, and I was like, lovely. This game, I actually managed to make it very, very competitive. I ended up doing some small misplays that weren't too punishing. Like I probably could have started Raikou to Fleet Foot for 1 extra, but I really didn't get set up at all on my turn 1. All I had was a Mareep and a Raikou, and not much else. I had 2 bosses, a Research and Iono, but they won the coin toss and they chose to go second, and you don't want to go second against, or you don't want to go first against Charizard like ever. But on top of that, I just didn't get this like set up on turn 1. I have like a saving grace in my deck because if I am going first, I could potentially set up my double Mareep to then evolve into double Flaffy, but I didn't get my Flaffies up until like halfway into the game. And I managed to make it super competitive to the point where I had 2 prizes left, and they had they were able to swing it back and come back with the Radiant Charizard in their deck to take down my Raichu, which swung into their Charizard for 360. I did a huge Iono that saved me from them. They had 3 Ultra Balls in hand and a lot of ways that they could farm me, but I stopped that play. But then they Iono'd me on their turn, and I had game in hand if they didn't Iono me. So I was feeling so sad after that. I was like, damn, so close, so close. The version of my deck today only has 1 copy of Path and 1 Bravery Charm, so I Seal Stone for Path a bit early, because I was trying to go for like a greedier play. I had my Path bumped real quick, like it didn't even last a turn, so that was a waste of a Seal Stone. Probably could have saved my Seal Stone. Rough game 2 loss, but round 3, you know, hopefully the Charizards are still winning and they're out of my 1-1 bracket, and hopefully we can just farm like a Gardevoir or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting hungry. I haven't had anything yet to eat today, so I'm like I'm starting to feel it. I'm really starting to feel it. I have a granola bar in my bag. Oh my gosh, I just got so excited for my granola bar. Round 3 is gonna start pretty soon. I'm gonna chow down on my granola bar, and we'll see how round 3 goes. Hopefully we can come back and win out. I think if we get 2 losses, I think we're pretty much out of contention for top 8, but we might be able to bubble in if the resistance is insanely good for the other players that I beat. But let's try and win. That's always the easiest thing to do, or the safest play to do. Just win out. Round number 3 just wrapped up. We played against the homie Steven with Roaring Moon EX. This is a very good matchup for Hybrid Miraidon, but unfortunately, once again, I lost the coin toss. I'm losing every coin toss. I'm always going first, which isn't horrible. I got a slightly okay setup turn 1, which I'm not going to complain about because it was way better than the Charizard matchup. But I made some very, very bad, questionable misplays. And not just one, I made like a couple, like several. Like I think I made the maximum amount of misplays I could possibly have against a... Oh, I just feel so dumb. I was like debating not even recording this at all because I feel so dumb. That loss, oh, I deserve that loss because I played horribly. I had all the cards to win. Like I had every single piece I needed to win the game, and I was just throwing it. Oh, like for example, I thought I had knockout on the Roaring Moon. I always instinctively grab a Zapdos so I can hit 230 with Miraidon. I thought I had it. I retreated into Miraidon, and I look at my bench. Zapdos isn't there. So yeah, I still kept it competitive. I made him work for it. I got down to my last 3 prize cards, but yeah, I just Round number 4 is about to begin. We're playing against the homie Michael, and if we lose this one, we're gonna go home and get some work done. But if we win this one, we'll stay and play it out for maybe top 16. You wanna be the vlog? Say hi? Yeah.
No. What up? What up?
Good luck, bro. Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck.
Round number 4 just wrapped up, and we played against Charizard EX, another Charizard. Oh my goodness. This time around, I basically threw this game as hard as I possibly could. I ended up scooping after my like 2nd or 3rd turn because I was just fed up with all the misplays I was making. I'm like, I can't take this mental anguish any longer. I'm like, bro, just take it. Just take this because like I can't. Oh my god, okay. I need to go home. The plan now is just to go home, recalibrate, stop by McDonald's right now. It's like 3 p.m. and I need some food and some caffeine in my system. I think I definitely let that get to my head and affect my gameplay. So when we go to Comfy's tournament tonight, we'll have a little redemption arc, hopefully. And it'll be some practice because we have another cup tomorrow, which will be in this same vlog that we're filming right now. And at that store, I won the most recent challenge there, where we're going to go for the cup tomorrow. So yeah, we have another 6 rounds of Pokemon in just a moment. I also actually won a Series 2 play pack. So very happy about this. And if you want to see my prize pack booster box, I just uploaded that video. It's going pretty, it's popping right now. It's really, really popping off. So if you haven't seen my prize pack booster box, you should check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to McDonald's, grab some food, head home, open some packs of like Paldean Fates. I think I have an ETB that I won at Comfy. So we're gonna open that up, cheer myself up a little bit, and hopefully have a better rest of my day, because I feel so sad right now. I feel so sad, bruh. All right, so we're waiting for our food now at the McDonald's, and one thing I realized, there's 2 things actually. First thing, at the Hairy Tarantula, we didn't get an entry pack, which is like, it's a $20 cup, no entry pack. Feels bad, man. That feels bad. And second, I noticed this on their website yesterday, but they're selling the brand new Charizard Paldean Fates tin for $60. That's like double the MSRP on release day. Like I could get it maybe if it was like a restock or if it was like weeks or months after, but on release day they were selling it for $60. That's insane, bro. It's insane. Usually I really love Hairy Tarantula, but dang, bro, no price pack today. Charging double MSRP for the tin. All right, this McDonald's will cheer me up. That is for sure. Hi, Misty. I missed you. I'm right here. Oh, hi. Here you go. Put down? You want to lay down? Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my sweetheart. I love you so much. Yes. So for round one, we played against Gardevoir EX, one of the better matchups for Miraidon players, and I got set up really well. They weren't able to establish more than one Ralts at a time on their board, and my Raikou picked them apart really easily without them taking a single prize card. So we're up on this tournament, starting off with a win, 1-0. Round number two, we played against my homie Jason Shaw, also a subscriber of the channel. Shout out to Jason. He is known as like an Arceus pile legend locally. He was playing Arceus Rayquaza in this tournament, and his final record was actually 4-1, so he placed really high. And I actually have a really great matchup against Arceus piles with Miraidon, because of course Miraidon and Raikou can hit 220 pretty easily, and then you also have Pokemon like Zeraora to swing for an extra 60 to hit perfect numbers. This was a pretty close matchup, and his Pokemon Delphox V was a huge threat for my board. It's basically a Radiant Greninja if it was a fire type Pokemon. It is very scary, and you can charge that bad boy up with the Armarouge on the benches really easily as well. But yeah, we took this in the end, making our record 2-0. On to round three, we're finally playing at table number one, and at table one you get to play on the Pokemon TCG Classic board. I love that they have this at table one at Comfy. It makes it really special and extra fun to make it to table one and play at the table. And Lost Tina is a pretty solid matchup for Miraidon, as a lot of you guys know by now. The biggest weakness mainly being Path to the Peak, really disrupting us early on into the game. And of course Radiant Greninja and Sableye are also huge threats as well, if you end up allowing those to be. But if you limit your bench by only having like one Mareep instead of two, Greninja is not as scary. And if you're able to draw out of Path, which you can do pretty I want to say like pretty consistently in Miraidon, with the Arvins, with the Lost Vacuums, with the Beach Courts in your deck. So I was able to close this one out in the end. My generators were definitely running hot this game. On to round four, we played against another Lost Tina. I love playing against certain decks like back-to-back because, I don't know about you, but for when I play, I feel like I'm warmed up, you know, going into the second game, so I really don't mind facing the same matchups again and again, especially if they're not the harder matchups like Charizard back-to-back. That is a death sentence. My deck just absolutely dominated this Tina player, so we are now 4-0 going into round number 5, the final round.
Oh, the GT guy. I
don't know.
Controlling, Berapa tadi?
For round number 5, we played against my homie Felix, who is a avid Gardevoir player, and I recorded the full game, so that's what you're watching right here, and I just destroyed the homie Felix. I said amp you very much 3 times in a row, taking the W. The plot does thicken though, because Felix and I do have a rematch in the next vlog, so if you guys want to stay tuned for that, subscribe But let's get to the final standings. As you guys can see, I came in first place and also had the highest resistance as well, which is insane. So I really had a lot of steep competition throughout this tournament in terms of player like level caliber. So the tournament just wrapped up, and before I give you guys the full, I guess, tournament breakdown for this event at Comfy Hobbies, I want to check in with my friend Matthew Wood, aka LDF, and see how he did for this tournament. Oh yeah, and also he popped off at Knoxville, so I want to ask him about that. He made top 32, which is insane. Congratulations on top 32 at Knoxville. Love to hear it. Tell me about your Golden Go adventure there.
Golden Go was kind of a last minute decision. I was at the Shovel Squad Airbnb the night before. I didn't know what I was going to play. I was like maybe going to do the Glasses Lost Box deck, but I wasn't sure on it. But then I was like, all right, we're doing Golden Go. Because the Gamilla brothers came by, and Jared Gamilla got top 32 at Charlotte with Golden Go, so I was like, all right, we're just going to run it. It's a fun deck. I think it was actually a good meta call for the tournament too, and I just rolled with it, and yeah, we ended up getting top 32 with it, which was sick.
Was this your first time playing Golden Go in your real life, or what?
Actually, yeah, it was first time. Yeah.
Well, how does that feel? Like
it felt interesting. Like you kind of have to learn on the fly, like how to sequence with the deck. It's like a deck too where you have like massive hands. So you kind of have these like weird situations where you're like sitting there with like a massive hand. You're like trying to like, how do I play this turn out optimally with my gigantic hand? It could be a little like daunting. The deck's really fun to play. And like I said, it was a good meta call. Golden Go's actually been doing really good in Japan. So I think Golden Go's actually going to be a top tier deck in rotation. It looks really good. Path rotating is huge for the deck, so you don't have to play Worker anymore. You can play like other supporter cards. You can kind of mix it up a little bit. I think the Palkia is still optimal. You do lose Cross Switcher, which kind of sucks. Cross Switcher is really good, but you do gain Prime Catcher, which is really good. You can go like Prime Catcher, canceling Cologne. You can play like Silene in the deck now to like use Prime Catcher multiple times in the game. Golden Go's looking pretty good. So yeah, I got third place with Peony Miraidon. I actually don't think I've really played Miraidon much IRL. I'm not a big fan of the deck. It's very like high rolly. You rely very heavily on luck. And it's just a deck that kind of like, it feels like a loss is out of your control. As opposed to like, you know, even Golden Go, where like, if you play well or you play Lost Zone, like it can be in your control. So I played Miraidon Peony because there's so much Guardy. So last night at Manta, I played Golden Go, went 4-2, lost to Guardy. The entire like top tables at Manta last night were all Gardevoir. I heard there's two cups going on today. A lot of Gardevoir doing well. A lot of the top players are on Gardevoir. I expected a lot of Gardevoir at this Winnabox, and I was like, Peony Miraidon just destroys Gardevoir. I think it's the better anti-Gardevoir deck because you have more energy. You have a higher chance of hitting the turn 1 Iron Hands. So I just rolled it up, played it, and my one loss was to Shenpao because I whiffed a knockout after I went Iron Hands. I just couldn't go 2-2-2. He had an Iron Bundle in the deck because I promoted Zapdos. He Iron Bundled me, and that was checkmate because I had to give him a 2-prizer. Maybe could have played around it because he didn't play Cross Switcher, but if he Iron Hands my Zapdos, I would have lost anyways. But I don't know, like the deck's actually not bad. I think that the Peony Miraidon deck's really cool. It's kind of fun to play. It's very exhilarating to just go Generator and just like try to hit. So I had a lot of fun with the deck. Didn't hit a single Guardy, funny enough. Wow. Yeah, I had one last like goofy game against Giratina where my opening hand was Raikou, and after top deck fleet-footed, I had 7 energy in hand and a Peony. So it felt so bad. I still won the game because Pokemon Catcher was the most clutch card. My list plays 2 Catchers. I think Catcher is really good with Miraidon because you can Peony for it, you can research and draw it, you can do stuff and Gust in the same turn. Pokemon Catcher was very, very clutch. I think both times I used it and I flipped heads, it literally was why I like won that game specifically. So definitely would recommend Peony Miraidon with Catchers.
You going to Vancouver?
No, skipping it. Temporal Forces comes out that weekend, so I gotta be on that content grind. Top 2, I would run it back with Goldengo. And I would honestly play Miraidon. I don't know if the Judge build, the Peony build's better, but there's a very good chance Gardevoir is a very popular deck over in Vancouver. Everyone's playing like the Moonlit Hill now, and Guardy just won a regionals. Everybody's on it right now. Vancouver is a very Canadian-friendly regionals, and a lot of the top Canadian players play Gardevoir, and they're most likely going to run it again in Vancouver. So I would probably play either Miraidon or Goldengo if I was going.
And what's a road deck you'd like to see pop off at Vancouver?
Zorobox. Before it rotates,
dude. You're such a big Zorobox.
Do good. Yeah.
Right,
I love that deck.
I appreciate the time. Thank you.
No worries, bro. Congrats on the dub.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Don't get me there.
And yeah, as you heard it, I ended up winning the tournament, so very, very happy. Paldea Evolved booster box right here. We also got 2 Prize Pack Series 3. For this video, we'll actually give away one of these Prize Pack Series 3, so all you have to do is hit that like button down below, subscribe, and comment telling me what card you want to pull from a Prize Pack Series 3? Comment down below.
Congratulations, LDS. Let's go. This guy popped off. This guy actually jumped out of this chair and what? What is going on here? You're getting like the most insane pulls, bro. Comfy.
That was crazy. Oh my god.